Live here in Bakersfield, California, on Oak Street and 18th, just between Truxton, with this California Department of Water and Power truck that has a sidewalk and everything else blocked off. They have a little small passageway to get by. However, with them where they're at, I cannot see any reason for this curb and all this area right here to be obstructed and taken for granted the way that it is. There's a big hole right here to even man it. Please excuse the movement of my camera. I'm in a wheelchair and I'm using a selfie pole today. So it's going to be much more moving and everything else than what it normally is. Now, this guy, to open a hole and just leave it open here and to sit in his truck and take lunch and block traffic and block 88 and all this stuff. Why? This guy's been sitting in his truck for the last hour and a half that I took my wife to work, and I've been able to come all the way back and check this. And this guy is still sitting on the clock. No telling how much money. These are tax and everything else dollars at work, and now here comes another one now. We're definitely going to get an interview as to why this guy is sitting here blocking the sidewalk like this with no excuse. There's business here and everything else. This guy's just sitting in the truck. Supervisor come to check on him. Let's see what's going on. How you doing? No, I would like to talk to you. I would like to talk to you. You're a public employee, right? No. A public company is paid by taxpayers and everything else? Well, sidewalk, this is called an easement. And actually, that hole right there is open. I've come by here several times and saw you just sitting here.
How long?
It's been over an hour now.
Completely wrong.
I have a dash cam in there that records video and time and everything.
I would ask you to go back and check the time because I promise you I haven't even been here 20 minutes.
Okay, sir. I'm not gonna. The videos can speak for itself, and I'm filming right now. And my truck has been filming when I took my wife to work more than 45 minutes ago when you were sitting here. So it's already on video. But what my question is why? What's the necessity for you to park in the street and block the entire sidewalk and stuff like that? For yes, but why sidewalk? There's not a space that you could have parked in. So yes, and it just seems like abuse. I have lights in my truck too. It just seems like, abuse of the lights and everything else just sitting here on the side of the road, as long as you've been sitting here. That's what got my attention. I'm not coming back just to accost you or harass you. Yes, and that would be much more appropriate. You see, I'm in a wheelchair and you're on the curb here.
That's why I was going to move until you wanted to ask me a question. We also need to go by. But yeah, I understand.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. What was your name?
My name is Bill.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, sir.
Yes, sir. And as you can see, parking on the sidewalk, he was about to move to let me go by. As he's moving now, because he had no business on the sidewalk parking like that, using and abusing the safety lights on his vehicle for no reason whatsoever, to sit here, block the business of this business, block and keeping a passage of people in wheelchairs for an empty hole and cones that they haven't done anything about our fix. They got these people business all roped off like he's doing work over here or something. He doesn't want anybody to park there all of this time. But yet, it's a big open hole here. And no reason for it to be like that. You open it up, close it back up. Sit up there and watch them do it over there on South H. They were ripping the road up and putting it back down as they were going along. These folks over here, now, see these this orange curve? Orange curves, I guess, are supposed to be for customer parking for the restaurant or whatever. By him having flashing lights on that truck or whatever, he could have parked right here in his first parking spot. He could have parked across the street. In fact, with those kind of lights on that truck, there's a double section of lines in the middle of the street. This guy could have parked in the middle of the street if he wanted to keep from blocking the sidewalk from a person in a wheelchair like myself that's trying to access their right-of-way of passage. And now the guy is gone. He didn't turn around the corner or nothing else. He just took off because he wasn't supposed to be sitting here on company time that long. And then he's going to try to debate with me when I have video and everything else of him here that long. And it did take more than 20 minutes for me to take my wife all the way to work, come back, get out of my vehicle in a wheelchair, roll up to him. That took more than 20 minutes by itself.